shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. 180. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's get the ball. Watch the safety creep. Red, go. 3. Check 4, check 4. Check 99, check 99. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Move. Red, go. Hey, let go.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Alert. Hey, Delta. Check 53's mine. Check 53's mine. Go, Delta.
Trubisky will throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Hey, 66. Tighten up. Tighten up. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Check safety, check safety. Shift, shift. Rip.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. He completes it to Evans. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
72. Begin. Check your out read. Hey, check it. Alpha.
Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
He's coming. We got double up. Hey, watch that.
Here's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Marcus May with a pick, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. That one 28 yards on the ground. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Wait, 20! 56! Here we go, let's bring it! Let's go, let's bring it! Let's bring it!
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points. Instead.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Trubisky to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Check. Pilot, 64, weak. Check, 53. Blue. Hey, zoom. Spawn.
Throwing here, Trubisky. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if a quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike 50, Mike 50. Blue down, blue down. Shoot.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
It's easy work. It's coming again.
He's brought down at the 31. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Wait, that's 380.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
13. Panthers 7.
Wait, that's wide 80. I'm coming. Shadow. Hey, orbit. Mike 50. Watch the slant.
From the 31, Brady. And some room to work. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Gay is on for the point after. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Panthers 14. Falcons 13.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
Mike. Wait, 20. 72. Come on. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Mike, Alabama, 380. I'm coming for you, Mike. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 50. Check it, reload. Check it, reload. Check 3. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Brady now on first down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Brady. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Finding some room at midfield. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check, check, check. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. SOS.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Wait, that. Down 80. Down 80.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I got you. Hey, ball 66.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Check 13. Go Bandit. Hey, wahoo. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Shadow. 72. Check, check. Fresno. 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 Whip, whip. Whip, whip. Watch the whip. Alert.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're running with Gurley. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
On play action, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now on 2nd and 16. Brady, his throw incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Motion, motion, motion. Check, 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 check. Wide, get wide.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. Touchdown, Falcons! Cordero Patterson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
I'm here all day.
Ran, top.
53.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 53. Stop.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Hey, ball. Hey, exit.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. Let's go.
Now Trubisky. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line.
180. 53. Mike. I'm coming.
Ran, top. 80 weapons.
Check it out.
Work. Hey, 18. Bravo.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Go, go.
Here we go. Check. 53 left. Check. 53.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A.J. Green, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check, go get him, go cover.
The final shot before half for Brady. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Gurley again here on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Wait 20. Hey, Alabama. Get him.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. He finds his man Johnson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Gurley on first down with no blocking help there, as he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Come on, QB, come on. Switch. Check 59, Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, watch the screen. Regular.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Sugar!
Throwing is Brady on third down. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Brady to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Check it. Hey, Delta. Easy, 72.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
53, Mike, 53.
Alert, 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 alert.
Shoot, watch the shoot.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, high 7.
Trubisky will throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
54, Mike, 54. Got you, I got you, son. I got you, son. Mike, 5.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And able to find Green. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Randall. Hey, Charlie.
53 to Mike. 53 to Mike.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Here we go. Check it out.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And now here's another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 40, the 20. A big run there by Gurley, 82 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So that play flips the field right on its ear. Here's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Wait, that's 56, right there, 56. Man, I got you. I didn't hit.
They run. It's Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Hey, alert. Hey, Zoo.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's got Smith here. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Green brings it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Now Trubisky to throw. He's got Green. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
You got to get the ball.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Hey, wahoo!
Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky, that was the safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Jam!
Smooth!
36! Mike, 53.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
53 to Mike. 53. Check. Check 4. Check 4.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He'll get it up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
You ain't going nowhere.
Again, they run with Gurley. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Gurley. And he is going to get the 1st down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Go stand it!
Now it's Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Wait, that 53!
Mike's 59! Hey, defense, let's go! Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion, hey.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's Sam Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. And taken at the 46. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Mike, I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Ran, hey, Alpha.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. 53, check 53. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. Ran,
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, 18.
53 is the Mike. Let's go.
One last shot for Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the haters. I make a lot of new money. When it's not saving. You be liking my flavor. I think it's cause. Ice on the wrist. On the wrist. On the wrist. Watch out for this. I never switch. You never switch. I never switch. I never switch. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist.
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out the back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crap. On the wrist, all on the wrist.